This has happened, Jack, hasn't it, for you very, very quickly. You can turn the clock back, and you were telling me you've literally only been involved in the sport for a couple of years or so.
Yeah, I got Jacko. Jacko was my first dog that my dad bought me for a Christmas present. And that was with Jason Gornell to start with. We had a few wins with him. And then with this sort of, it's all happened, been a whirlwind. Sort of went to Jason Bloomfield. And before I know it, I was working for Jason. And it's just one thing led to another. Now I'm training. You know, it's absolute roller coaster.
Any apprehensions then when you took out your licence? I mean, obviously you've got that experience of being a kennel hand, but were there any sort of things in the back of your mind you're thinking, oh, I'm a little bit worried about this?
I think there's always worries, especially when you've been, people judge, people, you know, and you think, what's he doing? What's he playing at? Why is he doing that? You know, and it's one of them things, if you're someone that worries about what people think, then it'll affect you. But I think a lot of times you just have to block it out. And that's the one thing that I've tried to do. What people think, it's my own decision, I'll do it. Luckily with Casper it's working. People say, well, Jacko, I don't know what I'm doing, but I think he's had enough. But with Casper, it's going well, so.
You've obviously got a little bit of something, haven't you, as you say, because Casper, I mean, he's done so well. He's run well at Nottingham in the puppy contest. You know, he's a lot of sort of fully fledged trainers would be pleased to have, you know, got out of him what you've done with him.
Yeah, he's done really, really well. I mean, I say when we got him at Toaster, didn't expect him to turn out as he's turned out. You say he did 29.17 over the 480, which is all right, but it was nothing. It wasn't blistering. And so I took him there the other week over the 500, he did 29.50, you know, and a lot of the Derby trial dogs were doing them sort of times. So he's come on leaps and bounds.
So just explain how this works, because these are quite new licences. I mean, they've been very, very popular, but you can have 2 greyhounds, and what are the stipulations as to, you know, where they can be housed, and how does it work?
In the house is the sort of the object, but if you have kennels, they can go in the kennels, but I think they have to be GB licensed. But these 2 are in the house, but you have to be quite careful not to make them too pettish. I think Jacko got a little bit too much like a pet, but as I say, they're quite, rules are okay with it. It's not too difficult to do. Anyone can sort of do it.
So in theory, people watching tonight who think, you know, I quite fancy a go at this, what would you do? Just a case of getting in contact with the GB and getting hold of a form?
Yeah, I think if you get into contact with the GB, they send you a form, and to be fair, they're very good with me. It comes within days. Fill it in. I think you need a couple of references, send it back off, and the licence can be sort of back within 2 weeks. You can go straight from there. It's
as simple as that. So nobody comes and inspects your premises, or?
No, it's because you're not a professional trainer, because you're an owner trainer. No one comes and inspects. So as long as they're obviously looked after and you've got a good history with dogs, not that they'd know, but it's fairly simple to do. Anyone can do it.
So I guess the next question is, where do we go from here? Because this obviously restricts you to 2 greyhounds. I mean, in time, do you see yourself getting more involved?
Yeah, I'd love to. I think most people that know me know I want to, but it's getting the kennel space and getting the chance to be able to do it, and that's the difficult thing with it. But if I get a chance, then I'll probably grab it with both hands, because I want to do it. But as I say, it's getting that chance.